Welcome back to The Accused with your hosts T-Pup and Alejandro.
Yep, and as one of your hosts, today's topic, we would like to talk about the Salem witch trials, which took place in Salem, Massachusetts in the year 1692 and 93.
This feature is brought to you by Putnam's Builders, Nurses Agriculture, and Bishop's Church Service.
And today, we would like to be talking about the one, the only, Thomas Putnam, which was one of the many driving forces of that time period.
I have to say that he did deserve to be hung because of the crimes he had done to over 200 people, and 13 of them were actually hung, as well as dogs. Talk about cruelty.
This is going to be so cool to relearn all of these events with some new insight on what happened.
I do have to say that this is a very interesting topic to discuss because we do want to understand how the trials came to be, as well as who was the accusers of the church were.
And its influencers and driving forces, like our topic, Thomas Putnam.
Thomas Putnam, do you mind if you could tell us about his biography, Alejandro?
Well, his biography isn't of any good. He's one of those rich and wealthy people who didn't care about anyone but him and his family, and was considered a selfish, greedy landowner, and he even holds long, pointless grudges towards his siblings and family members. And he was British.
So then Thomas Putnam was one of the main driving forces into accusing witches out of people for the church, and only 13 were convicted, and the rest were eventually set free, as well as people were having freakouts. That's when the whole Salem witch trial started.
So basically they did the trials because they were freakouts?
Yes, they sure did, Alejandro.
But how were the freakouts caused?
Some 9-year-old girl and 11-year-old niece of the Salem Puritan minister Samuel Parris. They started acting strangely and erratically. Fits soon spread throughout the village.
Huh?
Yeah, no cap.
Well,
how would you think Putnam is a hero or a villain?
I don't know, but honestly, I think he's a villain, definitely. Because even with his own family, he was a selfish jerk and somehow used a 9 and 11-year-old to start the trials. How would you think of Putnam as a villain or a hero?
You certainly are, and I have my sources.
That's crazy.
Tell me about it.
I don't know what to tell you about.
Also, if there was a crime you could charge him, what would it be?
I don't know, false imprisonment or something?
I would mostly agree with you, Alejandro, because he falsely imprisoned 187 people, with 13 were second-degree manslaughter.
Whoa, wow.
Yep, and that's about it. Put your suggestions in the comments down below and have a good rest of your day.